Hello, welcome to the MMA Freak Fight of the Week. I'm Matt Salzer. So for UFC Fight Night 157 or UFC Fight Night Ayakinte versus Cowboy, I think was the official name of it. But I'm giving the Fight of the Week to Donald Cerrone, who continues his winning streak, and now there's talks about a fight between him and Conor McGregor happening. Both of them are primary stand-up fighters, so that one would be interesting because I honestly don't think Conor McGregor has really been tested in terms of striking against someone of his caliber. The Jose Aldo fight, being maybe the exception to that, but he wasn't really tested. He was up against a guy who had a good background, but was knocked out very quickly. So I think that fight definitely has potential. But yeah, I don't think McGregor has really been tested. Honestly, Conor McGregor had a fast track to his 2 titles. But anyways, so I'm going to be interviewing 2 things. Previewing 2 fight cards that are going to happen this weekend. UFC 237 and Bellator 221 going head-to-head. So, with Bellator 237, you have Rose Namajunas defending the title against Jessica Andrade in Brazil. This is an interesting one because Jessica Andrade is pretty big for the weight class. She at one point was fighting at bantamweight. Admittedly, she looked like a smaller bantamweight, but she easily could be a normal size flyweight. But either way, this is going to be a test for Rose. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be as challenging as one might think, considering that Joanna Jędrzejczyk was able to control Jessica Andrade for all 5 rounds that they fought, and Rose knocked out Joanna in the first fight, and then in the second fight controlled her. At the same time, though, that's basically two wins. The knockout was definitely the more impressive one, but that's not been Joanna's second most impressive loss. His second most impressive loss was Valentina Shevchenko just throwing around the octagon like a rag doll. So that should be interesting. So then we have continued up-and-comer middleweight Janet Cannonier going against Anderson Silva. This is one of those like sacrificial lamb situations. This is Anderson Silva maybe trying to get a last hurrah in Brazil, but realistically, I don't. He's just been so up and down, and ever since his injury, he's just never been the same fighter. So I don't think. I really think Cannonier's got the more likely chance to win rather than Silva. Jose Aldo, on the other hand, going against Alexander Volkanovski, I'd say has more of a chance. His recent fights have demonstrated that he is not. He's definitely still a high caliber fighter. Unfortunately, he can't beat some of the more higher caliber guys in the division right now, but he definitely is a force to be reckoned with. But he's admittedly on his way out. This might even be his retirement fight. I don't know how many fights he has left on his contract. He's going to run out his contract, I know that. But Volkanovski's an up-and-comer. He has a chance. I just don't think it's a high one. But if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be disappointed. It'll be nice to see up-and-comers because, with the sport, that's just how it goes. And again, another chance for Aldo to get a win in the Brazil. Thiago Alves versus, I think his name is Lee I can't even pronounce that last name. This is pretty much. I don't know where Alves's plans are with his career, but I know for a fact that he's probably his chances at a title were gone long ago, and his heyday was gone long ago. So this might be another chance again for him to win in the name of Brazil. So Irene Aldana versus Bete Correa. Correa came in 5 pounds overweight. Yeah. Anyways, I'm hoping Aldana wins. It's hard. Yeah. And then so that's the main card. I'm gonna go over only 2 fights on the undercard. So the final fight on the ESPN prelims is Antonio Rogério Nogueira, aka Lil Nog, against Ryan Spann. Again, this is pretty much a nobody versus a somebody. So I'm expecting Little Nog to come away with the win in this one. And then the first fight opening the ESPN prelims is BJ Penn versus Clay Guida. These two have never fought before. This should be an interesting fight. This should definitely be an interesting fight. These guys really, these guys are really looking at retirement, so this is really more of a situation where they're maybe trying to get one last hurrah, but of course, keep in mind, neither of these guys are Brazilian. These guys are both American, so this should be interesting. So that is UFC 237 in a nutshell. Then going on at the same time is Bellator 221, and in what's become basically the trend nowadays, Patricio Pitbull Ferreira, I think that's how you pronounce it, is challenging the featherweight champion is going to be challenging flyweight champion, the featherweight champion is going to be challenging lightweight champion Michael Chandler. I think Chandler's going to come away with the win in this one. I really do. He's bigger. I'm not going to say he's better, but he's just got more of a, he's got a similar skill set and a size differential. And, all things equal, the size and strength equals out. So, I think he's going to come away with a successful defense there. Then, in the first semifinal of the welterweight Grand Prix, you have Douglas Lima fighting Michael Page, Michael Venom Page. Lima needs to take this to the ground. Page is just a terrific stand-up fighter. He needs to take this to the ground. He needs to submit him. That's what it comes down to, because we're talking about a guy who cracked Evangelista Cyborg Santos' skull in. He retired him by just cracking his skull in. I mean, you don't see that in MMA. So, yeah, AJ McKee is going against Pat Curran. Curran's seen better days. He was the Bellator featherweight champion at one point. McKee is kind of been one of those perennial guys who's right there, but just never been able to break out. Then we have the continued rise of Jake Hager, known in WWE as Jack Swagger, up against TJ Jones. I think this guy does some kind of blue-collar job. So this is one of those strategies where in order to stack a guy and make him high, give him a higher resume, you basically give him, essentially feed him cans. That's the strategy there. Yeah, so that's the fight card. I'm going to try and watch both of these. I have the Zone, so I'm going to try and watch both of these. And then I'll be back next week for an actual review. So yeah, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also of note is that my former compadre in the Freakcast, Edson Valenzuela, is starting his own podcast. So I'll try posting that on MMA Freak. Another reason I wanted to check out MMA-freak.com for exclusive content. MMA Freakout is Twitter. At Matthew Salzer is both my Twitter and my personal and my Instagram. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.